Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lame down.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Left side here to Sanders. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Lynch looking to throw on second. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Trotty. That one goes for 36 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing, Lynch. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now Lynch, flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Paxton Lynch, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first NFL carry for Rashad Penny, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try to be aggressive on their first series.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Muscles him off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
These Broncos coming off 2 years of not making the playoffs after winning Super Bowl 50. And last year in Vance Joseph's first season, they went 5-11, had an 8-game losing streak. Now, look, the defense remained elite. But the quarterback carousel, the general lack of offensive production really led to a disappointing 2017.
And in order for them to reverse that, they've got to continue to play to their strength, which is their defense. And they did that by drafting Bradley Chubb at number 5 overall, the defensive end out of North Carolina State. Gives them extra pass rushers. But on offense, they made a peace offering to their defense by signing Case Keenum at quarterback. That should calm down that position and open up possibilities on the offensive side of the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Lynch leaves it with Booker on the draw. And he met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
On second down, here's Lynch. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's Lynch. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be fourth down. On is the punter, King, to send it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Seahawks heading out here on offense. Let's talk about last year. One to forget, Charles, in the Pacific Northwest. 7-9, a seat on the couch in January for these players, and that broke a streak of 5 straight seasons of double-digit victories and a playoff berth.
And I think they lost their identity a little bit along the way. On offense, they've always been a run-first team, establish a line of scrimmage, and bludgeon people. They didn't have that at all.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
After the interception, here's Lynch. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Leopard! Over!
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Booker on 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Wilson on 2nd down. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Here's Penny on the counter. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That's caught by the rookie, Rashad Penny. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He's going to get it running right. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKissick taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And it's up and good. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The former first-rounder, Barkevious Mingo. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynch escaping the pressure right. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Hey, tempo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Carson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Here's the sneak with Wilson. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
So the Broncos coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Check, watch before.
Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Lynch now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Lynch to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Now Lynch on 1st down. Launching one for Henderson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw on second down, Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Let's go get another. Let's go get another. Tempo, tempo.
A handoff to Penny. And now a fumble. The ball's out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
Lynch will lead up the Broncos here with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Lynch hands to Booker. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
Here's Lynch down around the goal line. He's going to fire one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he fires one incomplete. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Lynch. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Being chased out left. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Lynch looking to throw on second. And that's the first NFL catch for Courtland Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Lynch. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nazir Jones coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lynch buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's brought down after a good game. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Right back to him on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Go 14. Right, ready.
From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Penny. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Wolfe in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
It's caught, block it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. They got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Booker on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, here's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tom Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got to do it.
And he caught it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Yeah, baby. Come on, tempo, tempo.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they'll run it again with Penny. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing now is Lynch. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jaron Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated.
Oh, pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Leopard!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 70 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, group and team. Be ready for one word. Come on, tempo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. One last shot for Lynch. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.